Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, Christine. Lovely to see you. Hi, Denise. And is it Joe Feel? I'm not quite sure. Whew. So near to Christmas. Are we all ready? Just need to have a few more on here before I start. Hello, Stacey. Lovely to see you. Nelia. Hello. Good evening, Christine. Lovely to see you too. Been away for a couple of weeks. I've been working and so I haven't been able to come on, but I'm back tonight. Just wait for a few more to come on. I hope you're all ready for Christmas, all of you, and that you're not doing last minute shopping. I've done all mine. All done, all dusted. Hello, Jenna. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. I hope everybody's almost finished work. I've finished work now, so happy holidays is what I would say to everybody. Right, let me see if we've got any more coming on. If not, I will go with a card. See if we've got, I'll just wait another couple of minutes before we start. Let's see. Right. Okay. Right, I'm going to, until a few more people come on here, I am going to pull a card. Oh, let's see. Christine, I'm going to come to you. I'm going to pull a card for you. I feel the need to pull a card. Right. Let's see what we got, Christine. Okay, so I work with angel cards. Okay, Christine. So for you, I've got the angel card. The angel card is called Fresh Air. All right. It's an angel, and she's walking along with a basket full of food. And there's also a young boy walking beside her. I hope you can see that. I'm going to read the card to you. It says, your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today, as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. Okay, Christine, would you understand at the moment that you're feeling a little bit sort of under the weather, or you've been feeling under the weather? That's the way that I feel that this card is, what this card is saying to me. I do feel that maybe you haven't been taking care of yourself as much as you should be at the moment. I don't know if you can understand this. If you could just say yes, if you can, Christine. But what this card is saying is that you're not getting enough of what you need. And would you understand that you haven't been able to get out much recently? Would you understand that for whatever reason? Hello, Brolick. Nice to see you. I don't know if you can understand that, Christine, because I feel like you need to get out, and you need to get out in the fresh air. Okay, you need to get some of that fresh air through your lungs. at the moment. Hello, Melissa. Lovely to see you. Can you understand any of this, Christine? Just while I'm talking, I feel you need to get some fresh air and fresh oxygen into you at the moment. I just feel that things have been quite stuffy around you, and I just feel that you have been feeling under the weather. And what this card is saying is you need to start thinking about yourself, Christine. Okay, you need to start thinking about yourself, and you need to start putting yourself first. All right, because I don't feel that you have been putting yourself first. All right, I feel that you have been putting everybody else first, but not yourself. All right, and you need to start to take care of yourself, not only physically, but mentally as well. All right, I'm going to leave that with you, Christy, because I don't know if you're still on with us. So if you can understand any of that, then great. If you could just let me know whether you did or not. Right, I'm gonna try and connect with the spirit world now. So let's see who I have in the spirit world. So I've got a lady with me in the spirit world, and I feel that this lady would have been grandmother. Okay, I do feel this lady would have been grandmother. If she was a grandmother, she could have also have been like a mother, I have to say. This lady, she's not enormously tall. I'd say she was about 5'4", 5'5", something like that. But she was she liked to take care of herself. I do feel that she liked to take care of herself. And I've also been given the name Rose. So I don't know if the name Rose means anything to anybody. Morning, Danielle. Morning, Denise. So I feel like it's a grandmother. I feel that she would have passed to the spirit world. I do feel she's taking me to her chest. So I feel that, I don't know if she would have had some sort of chest or lung condition that would have made it hard for her to breathe. But I'm just feeling quite chesty, and I've got a bit of a cough as well at the moment. I don't know if anybody can understand that at all. With this lady, I also feel with this lady that she would have loved to, she liked music, and I feel that she would have loved to dance. That's what I feel with her as well. I just feel that she had this vibrancy about her. Okay. And I feel that when she was younger, whether you'd know this or not, but when she was younger, she would have liked to have gone dancing. Jenna M sounds like my gran. Okay, Jenna. So can you understand everything that I've said so far? As I said, she liked to take care of herself, I feel. She always liked to look nice. She was about 5'5", 5'6". You can take it, right? Okay, well, let me work with you then, Jenna. So you would understand with your gran that she liked music, and I don't know if you would have known this, but I feel that she would have liked to dance. She was a very positive, uplifting lady, I feel, but I do feel in her younger years I can see her dancing, and when I say TY, I don't know what that means, Jenna. I don't know what that means. I can see her being dancing on a dance floor, okay, and being sort of swished around. And she was a really good dancer, I do have to say. She really was. She would glide with, she loved music. Husband was a musician, right? Okay, thank you, Jenna. Thank you. So yes, so she really did love that, and she loved to dance as well. Okay. Would you understand that you had quite a close bond with your grandmother? I do feel that you would have spent time with your grandmother, and I feel that she was a very personable lady as well, very personable. She was very kind, and she always, I keep, she raised you, right? Okay. I keep seeing her. She always liked to wear a bit of makeup. I do feel that with her. And I also see as well with her, would you have a memory of you sitting with her? Because I feel she would have sat, like in front of a mirror on a dressing table when she was getting ready, or when she was putting her makeup on or getting ready to go out. And I feel that you would have sat there with her and watched her as she would have made herself up. And you found it fascinating. And I also feel as well with her that you may have from time to time played with her lipstick. And you just thought it was wonderful. Always looked nice, wore a bit of makeup. Yes, right, lovely, okay. And she had this really warm nature about her, Jenna. I can feel it with her. She had a real kindness about her. She would put other people first. She really would. You played with her powder and lippy, right? Okay. Yeah, I thought you did, because she showed me that. So I just thought you did. Yeah. Back to her. She had this real kindness about her. She was very, she would put others before herself. Okay. And I feel that she would have done that with you, because she wanted you to have, a good start in life. That's what she wanted for you. And if that meant that she would take you under her wing, which I feel that she did, then that was what she would do. And there was no question with that. I also feel with her, in her community as well, that she was well liked. And I also feel that she was quite well respected as well. Would you understand, Jenna, that I feel that she would have liked the outdoors. Would you understand, or could you confirm that she liked the outdoors as well? She liked being outside. I just feel that with her, that she liked to be out in the fresh air, and out in her garden. Okay, she's shown me her garden, and her garden would have had lots of beautiful blooms in it as well. I feel there would have been a flower for all seasons. That's what I feel with the garden. And the garden was a reflection of herself, Jenna, a reflection of who she was. It was beautiful. It was really beautiful. And she really appreciated nature as well. She really appreciated nature and the beauty that there was in the world. That was the way that she makes me feel. Also, before I go to the reason why she's come through, Jenna, also, I want to say that she was a confidant for you. Okay. She was someone that you could talk to, and open up to, and you were never judged. She never judged you or judged anybody. She would listen to what you had to say. And then if you were asking her a question, she would give you her opinion. That's the way that she's making me feel. And it was always positive around at her house. Always music, always positive, always laughter. That's the way that she's making me feel, Jenna. Right, I'm going to go to the reason why she has come through to see you this afternoon. Yes, a confidant. Right, okay. She has come through today to, right, where shall we start? She has come through today to let you know that she is always with you, always. Would you understand that you have been thinking about her recently. Would you understand that she has been in your thoughts? I feel with you that there's something that's going on around you at the moment, and it's like, what would she do? What would she do? That's the way that she's making me feel at the moment. She's also wants to say to you as well that she is so proud. You have been thinking of her a lot, right? Okay, well, she's saying that she's here and she can hear you and she is around you. So if you want to talk to her, she will answer you in some way. But she also wants you to know how proud she is of you, okay? She is saying you are someone who is very brave. You are someone who will put your foot forward, okay? One step at a time, and you never give up. You are determined. You stick by your beliefs. All right, you're asking her to guide you. All right, okay. You stick by your beliefs, okay? And she's saying that she is so very proud of you. You have done a lot, or you have come a long way, Jenna. That's what she's trying to say to you at the moment. You have come a long way, and for that you need to give yourself praise. Okay, all right, so I'm going to leave her love with you, but I'm also going to leave with you, she's giving me a gift. Now, I don't know if she liked roses, but she's given me some yellow roses to give to you. Some yellow roses, okay? So if I could leave her love with you and say thank you very much for working with me, Jenna. She was an absolutely beautiful lady. Okay, right. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Right, let's see. I'm going to pull another card. Let me see who I am drawn to you. Let me just have a look. Sandra Johnson. Sandra, I am drawn to your name, so I am going to pull a card for you, okay? Let me see what that card is. Okay, so the card that I've got for you, Sandra, is opportunity to forgive, is what the card is called. Okay, and I'm going to turn it round and show you a picture. So it's a tree, okay, and I don't, that way, Claire, and I don't know if you can see, there are two koala bears in the tree, and there is a beautiful angel in a green dress. Okay, so I'm going to read what the card says, Sandra. The situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other persons in a divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. Okay, Sandra, right. What is this card saying? Would you understand with this card, would you understand at the moment that you have got a lot going on in your head at the moment? I just feel that there's a lot of things going around in your head at the moment. And I also feel as well with you that some of these thoughts and some of these thoughts they go back a little bit. So they go back into the reason that your head is feeling like it is at the moment, I feel, is because of past instances, is what I'm going to say. I don't know if you can understand that, Sandra. Sort of like past instances. Yes, absolute right. Lovely. Okay, so we're on the right track. Would you also understand as well that you don't give, let me put it this way, that you don't give yourself enough credit. Okay, I don't feel that you believe in yourself enough. I feel that there's things that are holding you back. All right, there's things that have gone on that are really have a hold on you at the moment. And I feel also with you as well, Sandra, if I can say this, that I feel that you've been, that's true as well, right? I feel that you have been let down. I feel that you have been let down by people who you thought were people you could trust. All right. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? People who you thought that you could trust. And that has made you quite guarded. I want to say quite guarded within yourself to protect yourself. Okay. That's the way that's making me feel. And I also want to say to you, Sandra, as well, that there is so much potential within you. There is so much potential within you that you don't realize that you have. And I also feel with you, Sandra, as well, that you feel sometimes like it's you, and you blame yourself for things sometimes when you really shouldn't be. Because you have never done anything wrong. That's just the way that this card is making me feel. But what you've got to do, Sandra, okay, what you've got to do is you've got to, okay, how can I say this? You have got to let yourself go, okay? Let yourself be loved, all right? But also what you've got to do, Sandra, is try and learn to love yourself, okay? And also to try and let go of things, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, but to let go of things that that keep you tied down, Would you understand that, Sandra? Would you understand that? Because this card is saying that there is so much out there for you, Sandra, okay? There is so much out there for you. But what you have got to do is you have got to forgive yourself, all right? And love yourself, because you are worth loving. You really are. You know, you have that love within you, Sandra. You really do have that love within you. Okay. And I feel with you that it's just, you've just grown this shell, and it's okay if this shell is around you, and but you need to break that shell. That shell needs to be broken, Sandra. All right. Now I'm gonna leave that with you, okay? But this card is a really positive card, Sandra. So you need to start saying to yourself, I'm good enough. I can do this. I will do this. And it will just all start to make sense. All right, I wish you all the well. I wish you well, Sandra. I really do. But this is a really positive card for you. Okay. Right. Okay. Let me see who I have in the spirit world. I'll just have a quick drink. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Right. I've got a gentleman with me. And I believe that this gentleman is father. Hello, Maxine from Canada. I believe this gentleman is father. You're welcome, Sandra. This gentleman is quite a tall man, I feel. He's medium build. He's not overweight. He's not underweight. He's just a medium build, but he's quite a tall man. Now, I feel that this gentleman would have passed the spirit world with a heart condition. I don't necessarily think it was a heart attack, but I do feel that there was something around the heart, whether it was a heart disease or valves or something, but I do feel that that's what he would have passed the spirit world in. This gentleman is presenting himself to me. He's got this lovely suit on, and it's, I want to say, I'm going to say it because it's how it's making me feel. It's like that tweed, brushy type cotton. You know, it's not just like the smooth cotton. And I feel that it was quite a smart suit. I feel that this gentleman, he would have had a good job. And he was an intelligent man as well. I do feel he was an intelligent man. He was a well-read man, and I feel that he would literally have read a lot of books. I don't know if anybody can understand that with father in the spirit world. I've got the name George. I've got the name Brian. And I've also got the name Albert. So George, Brian and Albert, if anybody can understand that with father. I do feel that this gentleman would have worn some glasses on his nose as well. He would have worn some glasses on his nose at one point. Whether that was to help him with reading or not, I don't know. Or whether it was because he needed to wear them when he was writing. And I also feel with this gentleman that I feel he would have taught. I do feel he would have, if he didn't talk, he would have been he would have spoken publicly, because I feel he was really, he was quite confident in himself. Does anybody understand that with father in the spirit world at all? Or with the names George, Albert and Brian? I've also got the month of May, the second week in May, for an anniversary or a passing. Just let me get a little bit more about this man, and if not, I will have to move on. Okay, so I feel that this gentleman, he had quite a he had a good personality. I feel that he was a witty man. He really was quite a witty man. He certainly could come out with some good quotes. But I do feel that he was a really studious man. Definitely a studious man. I'm not really getting anybody taking him. So if I don't get anybody taking him, then I'm going to have to ask him to step back. Just let me get one little bit more information with him. Maxine, George and Albert were my uncles. George wore glasses. Right, Maxine. Can you understand the description of the man? Sandra, it sounds like your dad except the names. Maxine, is that your father or is it just your uncles that you're understanding? Because if it wasn't father, then it would have to have been a really close bond, because I do feel that bond, I have to say. Exactly like your father's description. Right, okay, Maxine, I do feel that I am with you. Can I work with you, please? Keep listening, Sandra, but I do feel he was a godfather. Right. Okay. All right then. Well, we'll go with that. And would you understand, Maxine, that you were quite close to your godfather, and that he had sort of quite a bit to do with, he was quite involved in your life, I feel. He was around quite a lot. And would you and you would understand how he liked to look nice as well? Because yes, okay, because he definitely wore a suit, and as I said, he was really well read. He would have had um lots of books. I feel he would have had lots of books. I don't know that he would have had a library as such, but I do feel he would have had lots of books. A ladies' man, right? Okay. He does have that air of confidence about him. He definitely had that air of confidence about him. So he wasn't shy in coming forward. If you understand what I mean. But would you also understand with him, Maxine, about the public speaking, or if not public speaking, then teaching? Because I do feel that he would have spoken in front of an audience. He was just such a confident man that he had no problem standing up in front of people and talking. Really, not a lot of us are able to do that, but he had a lot of books. Right. Okay. I also feel with him that he would rather read a book than watch the TV, to be honest. That's he was a font of knowledge. That's what I want to say. And I've got to say, Maxine, as well, I feel that you would have had some interesting conversations with him because he was so well read. Would you understand, Maxine? Would you understand sitting with him? Spoke a lot about this one subject, right? He's not telling me what that subject was, so I'm not going to try and guess. And please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Would you have a memory of you sitting with him with all those books? I just feel that you found that quite fascinating. You were sort of like, you were also, he found you very interesting because you were quite a quizzical girl, and you wanted to know why things worked, and you quite like to have conversations with him, and he liked to have conversations and engage with you as well. I do feel that as well with him. I wish he'd tell me what he used to talk about, but he's not going to. All I can say is that he was very passionate about the subject. He was very, very passionate about it. He knew all about it. There wasn't anything that he didn't know. And I feel as well, Maxine, with him, okay, that when people watched him speak about the subject, that they would be mesmerized. They would be mesmerized by it. I do feel that. Would you also understand that he liked his hair to be, he took care of his hair? I don't know, he's just making me go above his hair at the moment. So he's making me touch my hair. So I do feel that he would have always looked. And would you remember that he would have worn aftershave? He would have smelt nice. That's what I want to say, because he's doing that. I just feel that he would have smelt nice. Not that he would have ever not smelt nice, but I just feel that he would have liked to have done that. Yes, loved having great hair. Right, thank you. That's why he took me to it. And would you understand the aftershave with him as well? Because I just feel that, yeah, he always liked to look nice. Right, okay. What else do you want to tell me? I feel with him as well that he liked beautiful cologne. He liked the outdoors as well, Maxine. I'm getting a lot of people who like the outdoors, but I just feel like he liked the outdoors as well. Sorry, I just had to get a drink there because he liked to be out in the fresh air. It inspired him. That's what I feel. That's the way he's making me feel. It inspired him, this being outside. It really did. And he got a lot of peace and a lot of peace and a lot of guidance from being outside. That's just, and I also feel with him as well, he really did love nature. He was quite passionate about nature and about the planet that we lived on. I don't know if you can understand that, but that's just been thrown into my head. He was quite, he appreciated things. So, and he made the most out of the natural things that were there for him to enjoy, is what I want to say. That's what I want to say. Okay, right. Why has he come through to see you? Okay, so you do understand, right? Lovely. He's come through today to give you a little bit of upliftment, and a little bit of a little bit of encouragement. I'm not going to say what he actually said. It was something to do with a kick. I'm not going to say. He was joking, by the way. So I just feel at the moment with you, I know this is a really sort of busy time of year for everybody, but I just feel with you at the moment that you're a little bit weary. I don't know why, but he's just saying that you're a little bit under par from where you normally are, if that makes sense. Because he's saying to you that, you always were, and you are. Yes, exactly. Kicking the butt. That's what he said. I didn't want to say that though. Right. Okay. So you were always an inquisitive child, and growing up, you were always interested. You always wanted to learn. I feel that you're a very intelligent lady as well. I really do. And I feel that, you like to know as much as you can. And normally you're pretty on it. You're pretty positive and pretty on it, I have to say. But what I would say is that at the moment it's just a little bit dampened, if you would understand that. So he's come through to say to you, dust yourself down. So pick yourself up, dust yourself down, give yourself a slap on the cheeks, rosy those old cheeks up. And he said, and go for it. That's what he's saying. Go for it. He's saying, because whatever you want to do, you can do it, is what he wants to say. He knows you can. You know you can. You just need to get yourself up and get yourself on. I just feel that there's something at the minute that you should be doing, but you're not, if you can understand that, Maxine. All right. So I'm going to leave his love with you and say thank you very much for working with me. Right. All right. Let me do a card. Right. Let me see who I'm drawn to. Okay. Tammy. I'm drawn to you, Tammy. Right, okay, Maxine. Okay. Right, Tammy. I'm going to pull you a card, okay? Right. Now, the card that I've got for you is there is nothing to worry about. So, this card is of an all right, get it right, Claire. This card is of a male angel, and he has, you can't really see it, but he has a dove in his hand. All right. Okay, Tammy. So he has a dove in his hand. Right. I am going to read what the card says and we'll go from there. You are safe, and this situation is under the perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. Right, okay. Tammy, would you understand at the moment? Okay. There's something going on with you at the moment. There's something going on with you that you are really, there's a situation at the moment with you that you are really worried about, Tammy. Okay? If you can just say yes or no to that. But that's the way I feel, that there's a situation around you at the moment where you're feeling really unsure about what to do, and how to move forward. And you're also worried that you will, I feel that you're worried that you will make the wrong decision. I don't know if you could understand that. You don't know which way to go. Yes, lovely. Thank you, Tammy. Okay. And I feel also with you, Tammy, that this situation at the moment is causing you a little bit of a fair bit of anxiety. That's the way it's making me feel. It's causing you a fair bit of anxiety at the moment, and you feel like you don't know which way to turn, really, and you don't really know what to do. Okay, that's the way that I'm getting the feeling. But what this card is saying to you, that you're not alone at the moment. All right, I do feel with you that there are people around you, okay, that you can trust. All right, there are people around you that you can trust. Okay, and what this card is saying is, whatever this situation is, and I feel, okay, it's really making you anxious, Tammy. It's really making you anxious. But what this card is saying to you is that you are safe. All right. You just have to. I really feel that you're really up and down with your feelings at the moment. You really don't know which way to turn. But what this card is saying to you is that you need to stop. You need to stop feeling. I think this has made it really quite negative, Tammy, at the moment for you. I feel it's quite negative, and I feel that you're thinking quite negatively as well at the moment. And you don't need to, okay? Because you're not alone in this. All right, you're not alone in this, and I really have to stipulate that, if you can understand that. You need to. I do feel that you need to open up a little bit, if you can understand that, Tammy. You need to open up a little bit. All right, and you need to let some of that love into your heart. Okay, because if you do that, then the outcome of what is troubling you at the moment will be a positive outcome. Okay, it will be a positive outcome. That's what you want. I know that's what you want, but I feel that I just feel that you're a little bit scared at the moment. Would you understand that, Tammy? And I just feel that you feel like you're on your own. You feel like you're on your own at the moment, but you're not. You're not on your own. You not only have the angels and the spirit world that are looking out for you, okay? You have them, but you also have within you this inner strength. You really do have this inner strength within you. And I just feel if you could just, yeah, right. Okay, Tammy, you do understand. Thank you. And I just feel if you could just open yourself up a little bit to the open yourself up a little bit to the opportunity to start to feel that love again, not only for yourself, then this will really be positive. This will really be a positive outcome for you, Tammy. I really do feel that. Okay, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that with you, but just know that you're not on your own. There are people around you who love you. There are people in the spirit world who love you. And you must remember that you are safe. All right. So if I could leave that with you. All right. Let me see. You're very welcome, Tammy. You're very welcome. Right. Okay. What am I going to do now? Let me see. Let me see who I've got in the spirit world. Right. Okay. I've got a gentleman in the spirit world. Okay. I don't feel that this gentleman would have passed the spirit world at an old age at all. I feel that this is either it's either a brother or someone like a brother. That's the way that it's a real close bond. Okay, so let me describe this young man. I would say that this young man was no older than 30 when he passed the spirit world. And I feel that this young man would have passed the spirit world quite suddenly, and nobody was expecting it. That's the way that it's making me feel. And I feel that it really was quite sudden, and it shocked a lot, and it shocked a lot of people. This young man, he was probably about 6 foot. He was quite gangly, I want to say. He's just put that word into my mind. He was quite gangly, and he was a lovely lad. He was full of life, full of beans. He would dress quite casually, jeans, t-shirts. He would get dressed up if he needed to, but on the whole, he was quite a cool dude, is what I want to say. That's the way he's making me feel. Quite a cool dude. I do feel he was quite a good-looking young man, and I feel that he would have had an eye for the ladies, and I do feel that the ladies would have liked him also. I do feel that. I feel he was quite a popular chap. I do feel that he liked now, did he like fast cars or did he like fast bikes? I can see bikes and cars. So I don't know if anybody can understand that with this young man. I feel that he liked bikes and he liked cars. And when I say bikes, I mean quite big bikes. And I feel he liked cars as well. So he was a bit sort of, he liked everything really. That's the way that he's making me feel. He was a real popular lad as well. He had lots of friends with him. I've got the name David and I've got the name Mitch. Don't know where that's come from. Short for Michael, is it Mitch? I've got the name Mitch as well. And no, just those two names. Can anybody understand that with a young man who passed the spirit world? He was no older than 30 when he passed the spirit world, and I also feel that he passed really quickly as well. That's the way he's making me feel. I feel he was quite an active person as well. I feel that he would have liked sports. You know, he would have. Sounds like my ex-husband, except for age and names. No, I don't think it. He was definitely young. He was definitely young. He was definitely no older than 30. Definitely no older than 30. Well, you low key, you said, what about football? Did he like that? He liked sport. I feel that he kept himself active. I'm not going to say that he liked football because I'm not being told that, but he liked sport. So football could have been in that, I would have thought. He was quite a fit young man as well. But he also did like to, he liked to party. Well, he liked to go out. He liked to socialise. You know, that's what I feel with him. You know, he was someone who would like to go out, and if you went out with him, you would always, you know, have a good time. You'd really have a good time. Can you take any of the, I don't know what your name is. I mean, you just got low key on Facebook. Can you take any of the names? And Nelia, can you take any of the names? My daughter's dad died out of nowhere last year. Right, okay. But was he that age? Was he that age? Because he's definitely young. Right, okay. I'm just gonna continue with him, okay? I'm just gonna give you a couple more pieces of information, and then I'm gonna leave him if nobody can take him. So, as I said, he was young. He was a good-looking man. He was vibrant. He was very active. He liked sports. But I do feel that he died quite suddenly, and nobody was. Sade, is that your name, Sade? And it was like he was here 1 minute and he was gone the next. He wasn't expecting it, and nobody else was expecting it either. It was just here 1 minute, gone the next, and it's as simple as that. It sounds like your brother, Susan. Right, okay. So can you understand what I've said so far? Because I did say brother. He was a big, good-looking, chatty guy. And can you understand, Susan, because I am drawn to your name, I am drawn to you. Can you understand everything that I've said about his personality and the way that he was? And he was a real cheery chap as well. There was not much that got him down. There was not much that got him down at all. And he was good fun to be with. And I feel as well that you would have spent time, you know, you would have been involved in, you know, you were quite close. That's the way I feel about it. You know, I don't know what your, yeah, okay. I don't know what your age difference is, but I do feel that you would have socialized together at some point. I do feel that. And he was a brother that, you know, he was a very hands-on brother as well. He wasn't someone who would just like, he wasn't someone who would just say, all right, yeah, you're my sister, you know, I'm off. I'm off out with my mates. I do feel that you were really, really close, and you were like chalk. You were like yin and yang. You know, you completed each other. Okay, Susan, that's the way that it made. That's the way that he's making me feel. And I do feel that you would have got up to a few things together. I do feel that. Yeah, very involved and close. I do feel that you would have got up to a few tricks. I do feel that he would have liked to have a drink. Okay, I don't mean that he was, but I just feel that he liked to have a drink. Right. Okay. I am with you, Susan. I know I am, because I'm going to go to the reason why he's come through tonight. Okay, to see you. All right. Okay, so he's come through, and there's lots of love here, Susan. There's an enormous amount of love from him to you. Okay. Would you understand that he's been on your mind recently? Would you understand that you've been thinking about him? I don't know if you feel spirit around you, but he has been around you recently. Okay. Also, would you understand that? Right. Okay. What's he saying? Okay. Would you understand that you could really do with his advice at the moment? That you could really do with his advice at the moment. I feel that there's something you're thinking about where you could really do with talking to him, because I feel that the pair of you would do that. You would talk to each other, and you would just talk about things. And I feel at the moment you desperately would like to talk to him. Okay. What he's saying is that he is here. All right. He may not be here on the physical earth, Susan, but he is up there, and he is looking down at your situation, and he is guiding you. He is trying to guide you as best he can. Talk to him, and he will somehow answer you, whether that be a thought in your mind, whether that be, I don't know, anything, something. He is talking to you at the moment, and he wants to give you, he just wants to wrap his arms around you. He wants you to know that you were the best sister a boy could ever have, all right, or a man could ever have. He loved you. He enjoyed all of the time that you spent together, and he wants you to know what a beautiful, beautiful soul you are, Susan. All right, that's what he wants you to know. He said, you are so kind, so gentle, so loving. And even though he's in the spirit world, he is with you constantly. All right, Susan. So I'm going to leave that with you, because I'm going to have to go now. But if I could leave his love with you, Susan, and say thank you very much for working with me. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a good Christmas. Hope to see you all. Well, I will see you all after Christmas. And yes, have fun. Take care. See you soon. Bye.